go. Let's get it.
Hello.
Thanks for tuning in to Luminary Sounds. I'm your musical enthusiast, Francois the Great.
It's your girl, creative fanatic, Kate Don't Play.
Today we have the man. I think he's probably one of the most underrated R&B artists in the game. He's a topic of discussion. I love the new single. We're about to talk about this man's single.
Thank you.
Without further ado, Sammie's in the building with us today.
And
What up?
all the hard
What's poppin'? How y'all doing?
We're doing good, my man. Let me turn you up.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming through.
All love.
All right, so yeah, how's everything been going?
You know, a lot of quarantine and chilling going on. A lot of Netflix, unnecessary, unhealthy eating, a lot of naps. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm good. You know, I do understand that we're in a season of stillness. You know, I think it's a good time to get on our knees and thank our creator and tap into our creatives. And I've been working on new music, and I'm just excited to be rolling out the new album. I think at a pivotal time where people need music that pierces the spirit and the souls. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited.
Most definitely. Now, you basically mentioned the new music. So your new single just dropped, Friend Zone.
Yeah.
So how did that single come about, my man?
I think every guy has been friend zoned to some capacity. But there's a multitude of reasons. Maybe it wasn't mutual, or maybe it was mutual, but there was this fear of if you take it to the next level, you lose the foundation of a pure friendship. You know what I'm saying? And I have a best friend that a lot of people think, you know, we look good together and we would mesh. But at the core of it, I like being there for just through the good and the bad. And I like being unapologetically myself around her also, where there's no room to judge. And I think sometimes it's best to not take it to a romantic level and just keep it on surface level. And I wanted to write a relatable record. I think that is universally, as far as gender is concerned, it will resonate with.
What advice would you give to people that get in the position where they are friend zoned and they're not necessarily okay with being in the friend zone?
You know, me personally, I just have a problem with forcing anything in my life. You know, I don't like to force business. I don't like to force friendships, and I definitely don't want to force myself onto a woman. You know what I'm saying? I think that you don't want a woman to deal with you or to endure you. That sounds very like painful to me, like an emotion. You rather for it to be, you know, I want the thirst to be mutual. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Very smart, man.
yeah, any fella, if a woman is queen enough to tell you that, you know, there's no future in a romantic way, but she places you as a dear friend, just stay there and be the best friend you could possibly be to her. Don't force nothing.
I think it takes a strong person to be able to do that, because not a lot of people can really accept, like, oh, okay, well, the feeling's not mutual, so now we're going to do what we're feeling. So
yeah, that's a pride thing, you know, and after pride comes demise. I tell people that all the time.
That part.
Yes, definitely. Now, as far as the album, I know it's going to be your fifth album. It's coming out this summer. So what was the experience like making this album during this time that we're in the quarantine?
You know what? It was awesome to be able to lock into this album. It's entitled Such Is Life. It'll be out June 5th. I'm excited. Right before I went on the Millennium Tour at the end of February, I knew I had about 2-3 months of solitude where I could just really become a studio rat and tap into these things that I was inspired by. And Such Is Life is like a mantra that I live by. It pretty much means to like roll with the punches. You know, I've been in some relationships where I was the toxic one. I've been the one that had my heart broken. I've dealt with my karma. So I think the thing about this album is really created for healing. You know what I mean? It's addressing the content and subject matter that I feel we all go through, but there's no soundtrack for us to listen to be able to get our thoughts and feelings out there. So it was a very therapeutic experience. If I had to sum it up in a little summary, it's a therapeutic experience for me, not just for my fans and hopes, but I did it to heal myself also.
So is the album done, and how many tracks are on the album? Okay.
Yeah, it's 12 tracks on the album. So Such Is Life is complete. And while I've been quarantined in, I didn't think, you know, I would have time this year to even get back in the studio, because I had the Millennium Tour going on, and then I was supposed to go back on my solo tour in the fall. But, you know, the world has gone on an extreme pause. So I started working on a 6th album entitled Sunsets. I don't know when that'll be out, but I'm working on it like pretty much beside my fans. I've written every song on live so they can see the experience and the process. And then after I record it, I let them hear it, and they're very, very influential as far as A&R and the sixth one. But the fifth album is done. Such as Life is coming out June 5th.
What else do you do besides your musical career? I did see that you do a little bit of modeling and acting. How is it balancing everything?
Balance is everything for me. I've always been able to diversify myself. I've mastered music, so music is very easy. At this point, it's not hard for me to write a record or create a body of work that I think can stand the test of time. I've dedicated 21 years of doing that. But I shot this pilot in November for this show called Misunderstood. That was my first stint at acting, so we're about to shop it to a few networks. Shout out to my publicist for throwing me into like the fire. And then in February, I launched my candle line. I have 2 fragrances called Pure, or 2 scents rather. It's called Pure Love and Pure Honey. You can go to popandpearlcandle.com. Yeah, I figured like it was like a no-brainer because I love candles, I love incense, I love sage and crystals. I'm all about positive vibrations. So I was like, why not create a candle line to give men and women, if they're enjoying a Sammie song, why not light a Sammie candle? So you can order those.
So whenever those are released, where are those going to be available?
No, they're out now. Yeah, we launched in February, man. We had a soft like little brunch where we sipped mimosas with the fans, and they bought it. We did a meet and greet and all that. So you can go to popandpearlcandle.com. And the store is located, of course, in Georgia, but you can order it online. And then I'm in the process also of opening up a location with my business.
I'll definitely support you, brother.
Thank you, brother. Enjoy. Yeah, enjoy, man. So I've always wanted to diversify my portfolio. So from the candle line to acting, clearly I'm the scruffy, bearded, wild hair guy. So I'm in business with Mael hair products.
Look, I don't know. I had a little one, but right now I'm rocking the goatee. I don't know if I'll ever get to you and James, man. I'm trying. I'm gonna get some secrets from you later.
I got you. I'm gonna tell you how to get the beard all full and make sure it connects, cool. My brother. I got you.
Cool.
I got you. So, yeah, I got a lot of things. I think it was just time to be. There's Diddy and there's Jay-Z, but where's that next entrepreneur? You know what I'm saying? Where's that next Nipsey Hussle? He was big on ownership and creating equity in whatever it is that he felt, passionate about, and giving back to his community and leaving a legacy for his offspring and his tribe. So me at 33, that's where my mind is at now. It's not just music anymore. I want to do everything.
Definitely. That's awesome. I just want to go back to music for a second. Earlier you mentioned the Millennium Tour. I did see a picture of you reconnecting with Soulja Boy. I know y'all have pictures through the phone. Talk to me a little bit about what the tour's been like so far.
Man, it's straight love out there. I miss Soulja, I miss Bow, I miss O, I miss Pretty Ricky. I miss the staff. Shout out to G Squared Events. It felt refreshing to reconnect with my day one fans. Like, my Sammie lovers made a big fuss about me not being on the first one, and I was very vocal about why I should be on it because I think it was like a duh moment that I was the first child star of my generation. But God is the equalizer. Lloyd brought me out on his set, and I think rocking 22,000 people in Atlanta woke up a lot of people like, oh, we might have kind of made a mistake not putting them on the bill. And it was love. And they reached out to me when I was on the Everlasting Tour, which was like my first tour headlining myself. And I'm selling out in Chicago and New York and LA and DC, earning my stripes, so to speak. I've always been, quote unquote, the underrated underdog. And
I think one thing I will say about you is you stay consistent. You're always making something. You're very consistent. I followed your music for many years, and I can always say that there's always a Sammie single or a Sammie song that's coming. Every so often. So you're very consistent.
Yeah, I'm very calculated. I study music to some capacity in some shape, form, or fashion every day of my life. So there would never be a time, and I pray about it. I ask God to continue to give me the creative flow to be able to evolve with the times. And 21 years later, I'm still thriving and I'm still creating, I think, some of the best music. Forget the old stuff. I'm proud of the new stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still able to create anthems and epic records that still, will last 5, 10, 15 years from now. So, humbly, I say I'm one of the pioneers that's keeping R&B alive, and I think I'm one of the best that's doing it.
Yeah. So, one more question for you before we run out of here. I appreciate your time.
All love.
Before you leave us, you've been in the game for quite a long time. So, someone who's starting out, What's some of the advice you would give them?
My advice to anybody that wants to get into the music industry, I don't like to preach religion, but I do preach spirituality. So I'm a God-fearing man. I think that, I know from experience, there'll be so many things that's going to go on, some good and a lot bad in this industry, where you're going to need a spiritual rock to turn to. Like your mom can't save you, your grandma can't save you. You're going to have a sense of faith and belief and vision, you know what I'm saying? Because vision is believing in something and faith is believing in something you can't see physically, but you know you're going to be successful. So I encourage y'all to get spiritually aligned. Secondly, don't allow one no or consecutive, it could be 10 no's, to detour you from your dream, because it takes that one yes to make everyone who doubted you believers. And I think lastly, never get beside yourself. By that, remain humble, stay down to earth, allow people to check you when you're wrong. Don't surround yourself around yes men, and don't allow money to change you. And I tell people all the time that money don't change you, it just intensifies who you already were. So if you was an asshole, you're going to be a bigger asshole. If you was a charitable person, you're going to be more of a giver. You know?
You're right about that.
Don't allow monetary gain and glory and the fame and fortune, quote unquote, to change you and to alter your ethics and your moral code.
Hey, well, my man, it's been a pleasure. Whenever you're on the West Coast in Los Angeles, your family, we would love you to come down to Luminary Sounds in LA. Whenever you have any new fragrances or candles that you're doing, we got you.
Man, I appreciate the love. Thank y'all. Y'all stay safe, man. Y'all stay prayed up. Wear your mask and your gloves. And when we're allowed to come back outside, I'll be on the West Coast soon.
Yep. All right. Well,
June 5th, y'all. Such is life. Get that.
Yeah, there you have it. There's Sammie. Sammie, we thank you so much. Talk to you later, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Heart.
Thank you, baby.
Take care, man.
All right.